the Grateful Sunites. Today we are going to vlog some of the craziness that is happening right now at our house. We have guests, my in-laws, coming next week. Yeah, they're coming next week. Late next week. So I've got to get stuff done. I've got to get the house put together. I've been trying so hard, but there's so much stuff. We're trying to go through everything, and we've already gotten rid of quite a bit of stuff to just make everything fit, but there's some things that I'm just not willing to get rid of, and so I've got to try to find somewhere to put them. And I don't just have a guest room in this house that I can put them in like I did in our old house, so they're probably going to be staying in the schoolroom, and I've got to get it put together. But the house is kind of a disaster area. We'll kind of get it looking semi-decent a room or two, and then I'll have to unpack more boxes, and it gets crazy looking again. So, yeah. And it's cold today. It's like 45 degrees out right now. And I had a window open in the laundry room last night, so the house was chilly, and the kids are all cold, so I pulled down the boys' cold weather clothing buckets that I had planned on swapping out clothes this weekend. I'm going to be doing it today. And Paulo and Thatcher are wearing long-sleeved stuff. I don't know what Ruben's doing. He's wearing shorts and a t-shirt. But, so the boys are making their breakfast. Nora's already eaten. Ruben is making breakfast for Apollo and him. And we're just kind of hanging out. So I'm going to show you some of the chaos. And bear in mind, we moved from a 3,200 square foot house that wasn't super full or anything, but it was a lot of space, to a less than 1,500 square foot house. And brought all the things because we didn't know when we packed up and moved what size house we were going to end up in. So there's just stuff everywhere. Okay, here's Paulo hanging out in our comfy spot. This is in the schoolroom, and yeah, he's cold. He doesn't like standing on the floor because his feet are cold.
Even in the kitchen, cold, like the ground is cold in the kitchen.
The ground is cold in the kitchen.
Yeah.
But I've got a furry rug here. We've got a pillow. I'm going to get some more pillows. And that picnic basket, we're putting books in it. Well, I'm putting books in it that are seasonal or specific to what we're learning in school, that kind of thing. So right now there's some Halloween books and some fall books and some books that pertain to the history that we're doing the next few weeks. So he's hanging out here. That's just kind of our reading nook, and you can kind of see the chaos here. It's just so messy. We're trying to get it all put away. I've got to get that dresser listed and sold. There's our bookshelves. There's Ruben in his little chicken apron. And Anara decided she wanted to try using the embroidery hoop. So without any help, she sat down and stitched her name into that. She did a pretty good job. So you can see there's just stuff. I was working on our emergency kits over here. I've got some of them done, but I need to get the backpacks out, which are in there, and finish with that stuff. It's just kind of, you know, moving chaos. Got my yarn nook mostly done. We brought some more stuff out of like the crafting buckets, but it's mostly done. This is my little corner of the house. My space that I get to do my knitting and crocheting and just kind of chillax. And I can see the TV from there, so if we're in here watching a movie as a family, there's more room on the couch for everybody else if I want to sit over here and knit while we are watching something. We have a little problem with the benches. The benches are bigger than the table. So this is our old dining room table that we bought before we had Apollo even. We bought it when we first moved out to Idaho almost 8 years ago. And then when we moved 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago, to Idaho City up the mountain from Boise, we had a much bigger table that came with the house, and this one was used for a sewing table. We used it for a school table for a while. It's been used for a lot of things, but we left the big table there. It was just big and heavy, and we didn't want to move it, and it fit so perfectly in that house. So we brought this table, but the benches are too long. And these are very special benches. Kurt's grandpa built these benches, and his parents brought them out for us to use. So we might be asking them to take them back with them when they come next week, because we just don't have room. They don't fit the table, and so in this small of a space, I need something that'll fit. But so we're working on getting this all cleaned up. I don't have a trash can yet. We didn't like the ones at Walmart, so we've got to look elsewhere, but we just cleaned the trash bag on there, and that's how we're handling trash right now. And this place is a disaster area. In here, this is the mud room, laundry room. You can see the open window. It's a hot mess. So that right there, the brooder, we had our ducklings and our chicks in it, and we just mostly finished the brooder that's going to be out in one of the outbuildings, and we got them moved out there last night, and I got this one, I got all the stuff pulled out of it, but I gotta tell you guys, okay, so ducklings are super messy. And I've heard everybody say ducks are messy, and I'm like, I don't get it. Well, I get it now. They are messy with their water. We were refilling their water like 7-8 times a day because they would splash it all over. Super, super big mess, and it actually soaked through, yes, soaked through the bottom of the brooder, which is just wood, and we have, no, Freya wants out. We had like linoleum flooring piece in there, and because it didn't come up on the edges, it soaked through the edges like several inches up and leaked onto the floor. So we had streams of water leaking down out of the brooder. So the floor is gross. It's awesome. So I've got to get that cleaned up as soon as I get the brooder moved out of here, but we needed to get them somewhere that it was okay that they made a water mess. They're so sweet. Watching them play in water and drink is hilarious. They love it. They're so into it. It's so cute, but not for inside with a wooden bottom brooder. So we built a brooder without a bottom and put him out in the shed, which is like a dirt floor, so I don't care if the water leaks down and everything, it's fine. And we were actually able to mix the 2 older ducklings and the 4 chicks with the 10 new ducklings. I was worried they wouldn't be okay, and they're totally cool with each other. No problems at all. So they're all out there together. We just don't have a good lid on it because the cats can get in the shed. It's an old shed and it's not perfect, and so the cats can get in it from multiple places. We've patched up some of them, but like some of them are big sections of the roof, and I can't fix that right now. So we're trying to figure out what to do there. I just need a better lid. Right now we have an old screen out there. I'll probably take it out later and show you what I mean, but it's kind of a mess. Did you want to go out? You do? Okay, well give me a minute and I'll send a child to take you out. So we raked up some leaves and put them in here so that they have more of a deep bed in here. It's not enough. We need to put more in, but this is just a couple of loads. They've got some apple scraps from making some applesauce. My kids love applesauce, so we make it fresh and put a big container in the fridge. They'll eat it in a few days. So we had taken these limbs that had fallen out of trees and put them in, and there had been this nice like alcove in there, this nice like little den, and the chickens loved it. And then we had really heavy rain the other night, and it just weighed it all down. And then I looked out, and the pea chicks, these little darlings, were hopping up on here and standing on it. They like to be up higher, and so that weighed it down too. So I'm just kind of leaving it because I know we've got more rain coming, and if I try to fix it, it's not going to fix. But they still like to scratch around in there, and they'll climb up on top of it. So it's okay. And these babies are looking great. Hey, sweeties. So pretty. Yes, you're so pretty. Where's the other one? Where's the...
Oh, she likes to be inside there, Mom.
Well, maybe she's still in there. So, going off of looks, I think this one and this one are hens, and that one are boys.
Oh,
the white ones I'm not as sure about, but the darker ones I'm pretty sure. He just took off. There she is. So he is noticeably bigger than her. He has the barring all the way down his back, and she just has it on her tail. His coloring is coming in stronger, so I'm pretty sure that's a boy and that's a girl. I've actually named him Hugo. I don't know why, I just like it. So his name is Hugo, and I haven't named anybody else yet. But they are so pretty, and they like to be up in these, like in the rafters. I'll walk in and they'll all be sitting up there. Hi, babies. I wonder if anybody's left us any eggs this morning. Let's see. They won't lay in the boxes. They were doing great laying in the boxes, and then they quit. Ooh, look. We got 2 bantam eggs and a regular egg. So there's a regular egg, and here's one of the bantam eggs. You can see size-wise. These are the Old English eggs. They're this kind of white color, and then the Millefleur lays a slightly creamish, pinkish colored egg. So this is a little bit darker. Hey, Fluffy Buffy. They also like to lay back here. Hi, Buck. Doesn't look like anybody's laid back here yet this morning. Hi, girls. But these guys kind of hang out together. They are with the chickens, but not really part of the flock, they kind of keep to themselves, which is fine. We've got to get their area set up for them. I don't think I showed you last time, so I think I'll show you what we were planning on doing for them because it'll be really cool. So this was a garden area. These posts are actually put in with concrete. They're really, really sturdy. And we didn't want to put the garden over here. Actually, it's just back behind the house. So we're going to turn this into the peafowl enclosure. This is going to be their run. It's beautiful. It's going to be so cool. So they left wire that had been up along the sides. So we're going to use what wire we can along the sides. And then we're going to put more wire around the top. And we're thinking we're going to get a bunch of deer netting to put over the top and secure it so they can't fly out. I'm hoping that'll work. We might put a door right there, I think, to get into the enclosure. And then coming off back here, we're thinking about putting their little coop. We don't want to necessarily put it in the enclosure because I don't want to take up space in the enclosure, so we may put the coop here. But it'll be pretty good sized. I think they'll like it. We'll put some really nice big roosts in there. They'll be able to spread out. They're really young and smaller right now, so they're fine in with the chickens. It'll keep everybody warm for the winter. But then this spring we're going to get it done so that they can be separated out and be over here. Justice! Hi, sweetie! Look how big he's getting, guys. Isn't he cute? He's so gorgeous. Yes, you're such a good baby, and he loves me. Yes. Yes, I'm like your favorite person, which is fine with me. He's a good boy. Yes, you're such a good boy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Here's the new brooder. We made it completely out of just scrap boards that we had laying around. We did buy new chicken wire because we wanted it to be a shorter height than the one that we had, so we didn't have as much to wrap over and cut. But that's it, basically. So they're okay. The wind is blocked out here. They've got the heat lamp. I need to refill their water. It was fine last night, but they've had it also. I've got to refill their water. But as you can see, like, I panicked and put stuff on the top to try to deter the cats. This is just foam. It's just what I had to put on there because this is just a screen. There was an old screen door out here, and I think the cats could scratch through that. I could be wrong, but I think that they could. And I don't want my babies getting eaten. What's this? Hello. These sweet babies. Yes, you are. Hi, good morning. Good morning. Oh, I'm going to have to move that a little further out when I put it in here so that they don't try to go behind and get stuck. Good morning. See, everybody's hanging out. Everybody's fine. Nobody's fighting, which is so nice. Yes, you're so sweet. I'm going to go get you some water, okay? Yeah. Okay, guys. We got one room done. We've been working in the other rooms too, but we got the kids' bathroom done, which is kind of the guest bathroom also. So before, I didn't take a before, you didn't want to see before, it was really bad. There was boxes and buckets all over the floor, there was stuff everywhere. It was terrifying, it was so bad. Their sink was covered in stuff and dirty. I haven't touched it since we moved in. I've been overwhelmed trying to clean up other stuff. Don't mind the dog in the background. So we got it done, I'm super excited. We got this super cute shower curtain from Walmart. So this is their bathroom. It's just a nice basic bathroom. It's good size though. We bought this and put it in here because, well, we really needed some more storage. I thought about doing shelving over here like I did in Idaho, and I might still, but with this in here, we really don't need it. We picked this up from Lowe's. I don't remember the measurements. Sorry. So there's toilet paper storage up there. That's the new shower head we're going to install. These are the hooks. I'm going to be building them a towel rack and using those hooks. And then this just opens up and has lots of room for storage. I love it, love it, love it. So we have lots of storage in here, so I don't have to worry about it anymore. It's all nice and tidy. We got everything all cleaned up. I scrubbed down the sink, got everything all pulled out of the boxes. It is all completely done. So that is one room we can check off of our list. The rest of the house looks like a moving bomb hit it, but at least we have one room that is clean. Well, we got the brooder out of here. Kurt has scrubbed the floor multiple times. I still feel like there's a little bit of a smell, but we'll see tomorrow. He's taking down this, what would it be called? A backsplash, I guess. There's the boards. He's taking that down. Luckily, they left a bucket of some paint, so we can paint part of the wall. We actually last night ordered cabinetry from Lowe's, so there's going to be cabinets all along here and over almost to the window, just to give us some more storage space. I feel like it's kind of necessary. So we're going to have that, and then we might get a nice tall thing, kind of like the one in the bathroom, to put here for like our soaping supplies. And then over here is going to be the dirty laundry baskets where we bring in our laundry and sort it. And I think I'm going to take that down. I was going to leave it there, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to take that shelf down because I just don't think that I'm going to need it there. This is the kids' seasonal clothes, and I know that we're not the only people that do this, but I don't know how many other people do this. But we keep our kids' clothes that they outgrow, and we pass them down. Especially with 3 boys, that has been really helpful. So each kid has a bucket, and at the end of a season, like we just started to get into cold weather, so I just swapped out. What, sweetie? To dry your hands? There's a cloth on the stove in the kitchen, on the stove door. You can dry it on that. So the kids' clothes. I don't know where I was with that, but so we pack up the past season's clothing, anything that they still currently fit, we put in their bucket. If it's something that their older sibling has outgrown, but that they will then fit at some point, we put it in their bucket. And then when the next season rolls around, so right now I just put away, yeah, hi, okay, gosh, I just put away, sorry, 4-year-old interrupters. Okay, so first train of thought here, hopefully. This is Apollo's bucket. So in this bucket are things that Apollo still fits, that were summer clothes that he might fit this coming summer. There's also things that Thatcher, who's the next up in line, has outgrown, but that are still too big for Apollo. They are also in this bucket. That's why there's a mix of winter and summer clothing. So we just got out all of his winter clothes, and then so these become then their, I don't know, summer buckets. So, sorry, he is climbing over here and distracting me. Oh my gosh, stop! So, anyway, these will not be finished and put away for a little bit. I'm going to stack them up over there, because as I do laundry over the rest of the week, I'm going to be pulling more of their summer stuff to put in their buckets. And then these buckets will just get popped into their closet. And then this spring, when the weather starts to warm up and they're getting ready for shorts, I will pull these buckets out again. They'll try on their clothes. If it's summer clothes that fits them, we'll put it in their drawer. And then anything that was winter, same deal as with the summer stuff that we just did. It goes in their bucket. So each kid has a bucket, and I just find it so nice to, at the beginning of a new season, pull out a bucket. They have a bucket full of clothing that fits them. We fill in the gaps wherever there's gaps. Usually somebody needs jeans at some point. But, so that's our bucket system. So I did that with the boys and with the Naras today. That's one of the reasons the room is kind of messy right now.
Hi.
Hi, what do you want?
Dad's home.
Dad's home. Okay, Dad's home. So we'll go help Dad put away groceries. Okay, so I didn't do a great job of filming what we were doing today. The kids are eating like their 3rd dinner of this evening in the past few hours. And we got groceries put away. We're gonna get the kids in bed, and Kurt and I are gonna hang out in our room and watch a show, probably I Love Lucy. We bought, I had the first season and we've watched it to death. Well, Kurt watches because he knows I like it. I don't know how much he likes it, but we found the entire series like 2 weeks ago and we ordered it. So I'm watching through the whole thing and I love it. So we're gonna watch a show, and then I'm working on a cute little cowl that I'm making with some of this mandala yarn. It's the Warlock colorway. So I'm working on that. I actually have a bunch of knitting and even crocheting projects going right now, but I just kind of wanted to focus on that for a while. I don't know why. I tend to have several projects going and then I kind of jump around between them. Anyway, I'm super babbly and rambly and I'm really tired. So we hope you guys are having a great week. We have a giveaway coming up and trying to get everything pulled together for that I wanted to put in it. It'll be really fun. And we will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.